Have you been to Nigeria?
I've been to Nigeria twice. Born here, bred here, lived here.
Are you kidding me?
I went back for the first time December 2023, and I think that's when I fell in love with Nigeria again. The houses here, they're little brothers and sisters to the houses in Nigeria. Like you can't even compare.
Most of the views you guys currently have is what the West has fed you.
People have very different experiences of Nigeria. There is also a part of Nigeria, is what I'm trying to say, where the level of luxury that they enjoy, we couldn't fathom. Would you guys have a traditional wedding? One of your aunties asks you, when will you marry? What's your response?
When the Lord provides.
Auntie, you know, like, Igbadun is expensive. I said, so unless we're willing to start putting money together.
This is Elon Musk, you know.
This is Elon Musk. Amen.
I remember there was a part where we were like walking out from the house just dancing, and there was like a kid holding an umbrella. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, how old are you? And he said he's 17. I said, you're 17? Do you not go to school? He said, no, this is what he does full time. And I was like, wow, I could have been where you are, no shoes, just walking barefoot. And I'm like, I could literally be where you are, if not that I'm born in a different house. So it just made me a lot more grateful.
Teaching you how to Japada in style.
Hello, welcome to the Japada pod, where we turn Japa into Japada and we do it in style. My name is Mololua and I'm joined by my mother. Hi, mother.
Hi, daughter. And I'm still at Tinuke.
Goodness.
Yes. And like we've told you in the last few, I think, episodes, we're flipping the script in a way, and we're in the UK, putting the spotlight on African diasporas.
Yep.
So we have another set of guests in the building.
Yes,
today.
so we have the Gen Z, the Gen Z in the building, the Gen Z boys, the men.
Yeah, the men.
Men
The
actually
young
at this
men.
point.
I'm actually
Quite
looking forward to the conversation.
Quite an interesting pair. these two,
Yeah, and
have
I
to say.
know it's going to be late. So grab your cup of coffee, tea, drink, and whatever it is. Take a sit and let's dive into it.
Yes, but subscribe if you haven't actually first. Okay, I feel like we're like luring them with like, we've had quite good looking people on this podcast.
Yes,
I think we're luring them and now we're giving you variety. We're giving you Coke, we're giving you
Fine
Fanta.
boys, no pimples.
Amen.
So something has to appeal to you, basically. You find something
If
that you
our
like.
faces are not, at least
Then
these faces.
something you like. So just, and we can see what we can do for you. I
So
think,
subscribe,
you know.
and click the notification button so that you get notified every time. That's on YouTube. But for the other platforms,
Follow,
us.
and
Follow
leave
and give
a
us
rating.
5-star rating.
Yes, please. Okay, cool. So I would like for our wonderful, handsome guests to introduce themselves. Hiya, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Pelumi.
Hi, Pelumi.
Yes, I don't know. Are we doing fun facts? Yeah, I don't know.
No, don't worry.
My name
We're
is
doing the
Pelumi.
fun
Yeah,
fact.
but that's simple as that. Yeah, my name is Pelumi.
Hi, Pelumi. Hey, how are you?
I'm alive. It's
Yeah?
good to be alive.
It's good to
That's
be
just what I
alive. That's a
always
great
say.
start.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Daniel.
Hey, Daniel. We're really glad to have you guys here.
Yes.
We have to say. We're going to jump right into it and break the ice. Okay, so I'm going to say some statements and you have to complete the statement.
Okay.
Okay, with the first thing that comes to your mind. So don't overthink it.
Okay.
Yeah? The one rule in my Nigerian household that made absolutely no sense to me growing up was...
Don't give me anything with your left hand. Even still till today, if I give something,
Is it second nature to you now, though, to change the hand? So let's say if you were going to reach out with the left hand, is it second nature to you to switch
Do
to
you
the
now
right?
change?
Or
Or are
is
you
it-
conscious of that now, that you don't give something
No.
with your left?
now it's like if I was gonna do something, I know
Yeah.
move it over.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Are you left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Oh, okay. So, because it's interesting that you ever really go to do stuff with your left hand.
Left
Surely
hand,
you're
yeah.
more likely to use your right hand anyway.
Yeah, but like imagine if I don't
You're
know if
picking
there's
something
something
up
just
closer
close
to
to
the
me
left.
and it
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
left,
get
I just
you.
go
Yeah, no, I hear it.
So-
I do the same as well.
That's a no. Now
Yeah.
no.
Is that a Yoruba thing or?
It's not, you know. It's,
Okay.
I think it's an African thing, actually. Yeah. Because whether
I'm not sure about that because
yeah, I think it is an African thing because I know a Ghanaian friend too that actually highlighted that so that I think she saw somebody that was we're like, is he not an African? Why is he giving somebody with something with the left hand?
Oh, fair
You
enough.
know, so the way we depict and expect respect is a big thing in Africa.
100%.
Yeah, so for us, the way we see it is that if your right hand is what you used to do, those things that are valuable, those things that they believe are normal things, why would you want to use the left hand to give out something? Yeah. And that most of the time you don't really use that left hand. So they see it as kind of a useless kind of hand, So when you are giving me something, it's as if you are not regarding me.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Do you think you would incorporate that with like your children?
No, I don't think so. Nah, I think it's. Sorry for culture. I think it's a bit pointless. But I think what I remember is the reason that I remember hearing not to use your left hand is because that's the hand you use to clean your bum.
That's what I remember being
so-
taught as well.
Okay,
actually.
but also let's look at it this way. There's some things that are culture, and if it speaks to a certain value or something, I think it makes sense for you to keep it. For instance, I remember when Barack Obama and his wife came, that what did she do? I think she hugged the queen, or and they're like, no, that's so disrespectful. Yes,
I don't remember
it's
that.
culture. Yeah, it happened. Yeah,
Meant
it
to
happened.
shake. Normally the custom is to shake.
Is to shake,
And
but
it's
she.
only if the queen reaches out to you.
Yeah.
You wait until she reaches out to do. You don't even do it first. So it's custom.
That must have been embarrassing for her.
Yeah. No, it wasn't because for her, she was seeing Queen like her mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not in that official capacity.
Okay.
Yeah, but people saw it differently because in British culture, no, you don't do that. Yeah. So it's the same thing with what we were talking about. If you want your child or your children to be global citizen, you just have to be flexible and let them know that there are some things it might be okay here, but it's not okay in some places. So
That's fair.
adapt to whatever works wherever you go.
How about you, Pelumi? One rule in your Nigerian household that made no sense to you growing up.
I think it's, let me not call it secrecy, but I think privacy to the like you wouldn't tell anyone if you're flying to a different country or if your parents are flying. Like you pretend as if everyone's at home. Like, as if you can be the only one at home, but you have to pretend and say, my mom said hello, my dad said, and you can be the only one by yourself. I think that's like privacy. Let me call it secrecy, but I think that privacy.
I think it's discretion. That's the way I see it.
No, but like you wouldn't even tell people at church.
That's what.
Maybe because they're
That
after
I'm
you as
coming.
well. Like you wouldn't, they wouldn't tell people at church they're flying because your enemy can be anyone. It's like your enemy, anyone can be your enemy, so you don't tell anybody until you've got there. Once you've got there, that's when you then that's when you start talking about. You talk up when you've got there. You talk about I'm thinking to fly. Once you've left, you're saying and then so no one. You're 10 steps ahead of everyone. So yeah, I think
my God.
it's something I never understood growing up, but now it's definitely something I would replicate. So,
The one that reminds me of that is that, I don't know if when you go to some house, you don't eat. My dad was saying in the car, don't go in there and pay
you
as
have
if-
to. You pretend you're not hungry.
No, I'm not hungry.
You can be starving, but when they offer you food,
I've eaten.
and then you look at your parents and they'll speak to you in the eyes. That's all they have to do. They speak to you in the eyes and you know what to. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, did that happen to you too? That's they will speak. They will use their eyes.
in the car, he'll prep us beforehand. When you go in there, don't behave like you've never eaten before. And
Like you're hungry,
Yeah,
as if
and
you're
my brother will go in. And then he'll look at my dad and say, "Can I have some food, please?"
So your dad can't say no.
And then what was worse, I remember a couple times my brother didn't even finish the food. Oh, embarrassment.
Oh my gosh. No, that is so funny. Okay, cool. The next one. You answer for each other now. So one Nigerian phrase that Daniel uses a lot is, and vice versa. One Nigerian phrase that Pelumi uses a lot is.
Daniel's will be chai or omo.
Pelumi's number one is Owo.
What?
Really?
Oh my God.
Money.
Yeah. This is Elon Musk,
Fake
This is Elon Musk.
Amen. Amen. I wish.
Okay, cool. The last one for me. One of your aunties asks you, when will you marry? What's your response?
When the Lord provides. That's it.
Is that what you actually say? Like
That's
when
what
you see them at, like functions or
Have
whatever.
you ever been asked by
Yeah,
any
Yeah,
of
I had
auntie?
it was so funny. I remember I was coming from work one day, and she's not I guess in British culture she's auntie, but you know I call her big mommy, whatever. So she seems because my Nigerian name is Shino. Shino, I haven't seen you in long. She's like, where does your girlfriend live? I still don't have girlfriend. By now you should have a girlfriend.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah.
Well, for me, I think if it's an African auntie, I'll be like, oh, auntie, you know, like, Igbadun is expensive. So I said, so unless we're willing to start putting money together, who's gonna fund this girlfriend that's coming? So until that time comes, then, but yeah.
And they will say, what do you mean now?
Exactly. They'll say, you have money now.
Are you not working?
Exactly.
We're working to pay bills at the moment. So we're getting to that place where we work and we enjoy the money we make. But yeah.
Interesting how, because in British culture, if anybody asks you that, you'll be like,
Like an invasive question.
yeah, you know, and for Africans, it's like a
That's
normal.
the top two topics: education and then your romance life. Those are the only two. How school or after school's done. Yeah, you can say I finished uni. Okay, so where's your girlfriend now?
Yeah.
That's those are the two topical things.
Listen, 80% of you watching are not subscribed. Kilon share. Please now subscribe right now. You want this? Subscribe.
So, Daniel and Pelumi, you guys are friends. That's why we actually brought you here, and just to, navigate your living experiences. Yeah, actually here in Diaspora. But before we get into that, how did you guys meet?
I think we probably have two different accounts because I don't think we can trace. I don't think we can trace the exact moment because I can't trace the exact moment either. However, so we met in university, so we went to the same uni together, and I think we had mutual friends.
Okay.
And so we were meeting at like little like social gatherings. So we'll meet at like parties or like near our residence.
This was BC.
This was before Christ, it was BC.
This one is that you guys
No, I'm just
throwing
saying.
slang. Not everybody, especially people that are watching, know what BC and AG means. Because
this is when I was meeting Daniel on the dance floor. I was in the corner. Daniel was doing. Hey,
I don't remember this one.
said she wanna party with Japada.
New creation. Forget that one.
Thank God for But that's I met Daniel in my first year in uni, and I think we became a lot closer second year, and then I think we kind of gave our life to Christ in and around the same time. Okay. So I think since then I guess we had the best of both worlds. We'd seen each other before that, and then
before and after.
And so that's my recollection. I can't remember the exact moment, but that's when I remember.
You remember the exact moment, Daniel?
Yeah, no, I'd say he's given a pretty accurate account.
Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't even say I remember the exact moment. I feel like for a lot of other people, you can remember, this is when. But I just remember seeing Pelumi here, seeing Pelumi there. But I don't remember the first day or like,
Okay.
Yeah. It's strange, I know. But
It is, yeah. Well, it's nice, that you guys are now here together. Were you born here, both of you?
I wasn't.
Did you move?
I was born in Nigeria, Lagos.
And
I
you moved here?
A couple years, so like 3 years. At the age of 3 rather. So that's when I came.
Yeah.
Born here, bred here, lived here.
The
Are
whole
you
time.
kidding me?
I wish I wasn't.
Because for some reason, Daniel is, in fact, when I look at both of you, he's actually kind of look more
Don't judge a book by its cover.
he's more cultured.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I should not.
Cultured.
You think so? Yes, now.
You're basically saying he's more Raz than me. That's what you're saying. He's
No.
more Raz.
That's
Because he
not
knows,
it.
ask him.
That what?
He's more cultured.
Me, it's me.
So,
Like
like, you've never tried
This is what the
No, it's
cameras
him,
are
it's
for,
him,
so,
it's
yeah.
him.
Really?
Yeah.
It is.
Slightly.
So do you visit
Maybe
often?
because
Or how are you so...
maybe Daniel is just more friendly, because it's not. You're trying to say that's not.
No, he is.
You can
He
easily
is
cut across.
definitely
No,
is more friendly.
No, for me, what it was is that like when I was younger, my grandma, she used to live with us, but she doesn't even speak English. She speaks, but she speaks Owo, which is Owo Ondo State.
Yes,
So
I know
she
there
lives
must be
from like
something that
age
has
3,
been
4 to
infused
like
into your upbringing.
12, 13. So because of that, when I'm communicating with her, it's not even Yoruba, it's Owo. So even that one is like,
And you did. You tried.
A little bit, but after she left and she went back to Nigeria, I started going down, 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 down. So I can still like greet and stuff like that, but like, yeah.
So
Wow.
definitely, yeah.
You can always
that's
tell
a
when
good
people
one.
have been raised by their grandparents.
Yeah.
You can always tell, like they're kind of like old souls. Like they have old souls, or there's a certain, just, I don't know what the word is, like maturity about them. People that are raised by
Why are
their
you laughing?
grandparents.
Hey, they're gingering you today, so
Just saying, just what we can observe.
That's
from
what we
looking
can.
from the
Yeah,
outside.
it's from what we can see.
Yep, it's what
Yeah.
they see.
So clearly, that means that this question that I'm about to ask might not be relevant to Daniel. I would have loved to know if you have Nigerian memories at all. But clearly, you were born here.
Yeah.
Bread.
Yeah, he could have
Born,
visited.
bread, buttered. Sorry,
Could have visited.
Buttered.
buttered. Born, bread, buttered
Yeah.
in the UK. So you haven't been to? Have you been to Nigeria?
I've been to Nigeria
Okay.
twice.
When was that?
So the first time was 2015, 2016.
Okay.
And the second time was actually December just gone. Because that grandma that I spoke about, she passed. So
Oh,
Went to
okay. So you
bury
guys
her.
went to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how was your experience?
I think looking at the most recent time, I think it was really interesting just to see how things were, because I didn't spend too much or too long on my time in Lagos. I was a lot of my time in Owo. A lot more quiet, really nothing that much to do. But yeah, I guess it's just interesting just to see your roots and where you're from, because we did like a lot of like the traditional funeral stuff, and like I remember there was a part where we were like walking out from the house just dancing, and there was like a kid holding an umbrella, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, how old are you? And he said he's 17. I said, you're 17? Do you not go to school? He said, no, this is what he does full time. And I was like, wow. And it just kind of hit me, because it's like, I'm from Owo, he's from Owo. Obviously I'm born in the UK, and I'm like, wow, like I could have been where you are, no shoes, just walking barefoot, and I'm like, I could literally be where you are, if not that I'm born in a different house. So it just made me a lot more grateful. That's what I feel like saying, made me a lot more grateful.
Can't lie. Come on, man. This is giving mature. Like, there's only so many people that would go to and take that away as their, you know, do you know what I mean? From that kind of experience. A lot of people would go and be like, oh.
Yeah, because it's not like the
nothing
dirty
to do.
December experience.
Exactly.
basically.
No,
Get more of a wholesome, holistic experience of what Nigeria is.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And and I think that this December is I don't know. It's just like
It's a curated experience.
yeah.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
No,
but
it's not bad.
It's
yeah.
not necessarily
because
a
even
realistic
in the
experience.
UK, the experience you have if people visit in December is completely different from when it's other months of the year.
It's
Different.
festive.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
loads of
So I
festive.
think that's the same with Dirty December. So how about you, Pelumi?
My favorite. So I don't have.
Do you even have
Yeah, I don't
Nigerian
have-
memory?
Not
Do you have
growing
memories
up,
of
not in those
Nigeria
first
at
3
all?
years. Yeah, not in those first 3 years. However, I went back for the first time December 2023, and I think that was probably the best time for me to go back, because I think that's when I fell in love with Nigeria again. You're fed a lot of misinformation basically in this, in the
Side of,
Western
yeah.
societies, where like you hear Nigeria, the first thing you think of is like Jojo, you think of just Nollywood movies.
In fact, that's what I actually wanted to ask after that.
Nollywood
You
movie.
think
When you're growing up, when people say Nigeria, what were those things?
That's what I
came to my
thought of,
mind?
and it's and I think it's sad because you think of Nollywood movies, you think of like huts, but then I go to the houses and here, the houses here, they're little brothers and sisters to the houses in Nigeria. Like you can't even compare, and I think you just realize how much fake news you're being fed until you actually go and experience it itself. So I think going there and kind of like what Daniel was saying, I think I wouldn't say I experienced both sides, but I saw. So when I went, I was on. So I had a bit of time between mainland and island. So and I think obviously my experience there was comfortable, especially when you are from the UK, you're going there for holiday. But then I guess there's times where like I went to visit my grandma, and then like how she loved her home and residence, and it was nothing flashy. It wasn't, but it was the memories and everything that was attached to it. And I think it made me a lot more grateful, even in certain things that I have, like the privilege. Like our problems aren't real world problems here. Yeah. The things we complain about, it's nothing at the end of the day. I think it really brought that into perspective for me, and I think it made me more grateful, and definitely made me want to consider now going back home to do something, like to have more impacts, like not just living life and dying here, and not being able to say that there was any affinity that you've drawn from your home country. So I think, I definitely enjoyed the experience. It was a enjoyable experience, but I guess it also quite a wholesome, reflective one as well.
Yeah, I think it's nice to hear that, and what I hope that you guys, especially for the younger generation, the millennials, the Gen Z, that you'll be able to get to that point that you will see that somebody has said it on this pod before when the person was talking about our generation, the generation that brought people here, brought you guys here, or that how audacious we were, because it takes courage to just up and go to a new place. And it appears that courage and audacity or something, it's something that you guys are, is it shying away from or something like that? That you guys are not.
Yeah,
I don't think we don't have it.
I think we're building it back up now slowly, because like now if we see any of our friends move, like we are like, wow, you've done so well. Like, how can you? You're so brave. Or hearing your story when you moved to Nigeria.
Exactly. See the way,
I was privileged to have proximity, and in my head, like in the initial stage, I said it can never be me. Like, what do you mean you left a good job and to go and find purpose? So I'm on my purpose with my paycheck. I said that's where my purpose is. But
purpose is paycheck.
That's why I said, their purpose is paycheck.
Daniel said it.
That was, like I said, that was years. That was years. But I think now I realize, I was like, there's so much more to life, and you'll be so unfulfilled if you're simply driven by the pound sign or whatever currency you're in. So I think I've been seeing that. I think we are starting now. I think our generation is starting to now understand that there's life beyond first the UK and just beyond these superficial things that we initially liked. Like we will now rather go on holidays than buy material items. I think we just understand that the intangible things are worth a lot more than the tangible things. So I think definitely we're getting back into that place of having audacity for the right things. But it's definitely something that died for quite a long period of time.
I think there's a level to which that we may not be able to recover it the same way that you guys have just coming. Because if you think about it, we're born here, raised here.
Yeah.
So I like to say that I kind of have a second-hand Nigerian experience, because only some of the things that I'm being taught are, some Nigerian or Yoruba things. Whereas when you're coming from a place where the mentality is struggle. Like, even when I went back, I remember, like, everyone I'm speaking to, Nigeria, things are hard. That's what we hear everywhere. So for them, any just small break is just huge. And I feel like with that mentality, like some of the problems that, you spoke about, like first world problems, some of the problems that we have, it's like, to them, it's like, this is like better than I was even having. So I think with that, unless that mentality is intentionally built into you, or your environment gets you to have that, you won't. I think it will be very hard for a lot of us born here to have that same mentality as those who come here or stuff like that, or go to America or wherever. So from Nigeria. So yeah,
absolute fact.
I want you on me. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, turn on your notifications, listen on Spotify. Every distribution, Japada podcast is here to stay.
I think there's also something to be said though for the fact that Nigeria is there. How do I put it? People have very different experiences of Nigeria. I would say the majority do have that kind of sentiment of Nigeria is hard, but have you guys, maybe at uni, did you guys like meet any international students or people that were clearly in the upper echelon of Nigerian society that it was like, do you get like, what is struggle? Like it doesn't exist to them. Like even if they're here or wherever they are in the world, like their lifestyles are funded by their parents who live in Nigeria. Like there is also a part of Nigeria is what I'm trying to say where the level of luxury that they enjoy, we couldn't fathom. Genuinely. So have you guys interacted with that side of Nigeria at all?
Hey, I wish if you're international, I want to bring
Collaborate.
me on a day in the life. A day in the life, bring me. But in uni, like I saw internationals here and there, but I never really, I don't think we ever really meshed in terms of like personalities. But I saw them in Lidl. be going to Lidl with Gucci shoes.
They're even going to
They'll be shopping
Lidl.
in Gucci. And they'll be buying steak and we'll be buying chicken wings. And, So I saw them from afar, and I had friends that had international friends, but I don't know, like, I think the lifestyles felt so different. And I think you could, not by their fault, but like there was an air of privilege that often that they exude normally around, and it's just not really how my friends are.
Oh, yeah.
So it would have been hard to mesh beyond like a surface hi bye or how far or this, that, or when we go to Nigeria, let's link up, or like, it was that type of interaction that I personally had. Yeah, so.
How about you? Have you experienced that side of Nigeria at all?
Not that much, just seeing them in different places and stuff like that, but not like there were any like very close to me now. So yeah.
I would really hope that we get to be those people to others, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like those people who can, of course, engage with Nigeria in the real sense of it, but like, you know, like our lifestyles really, like if we were to be in Nigeria, it would be the more luxurious versions, and you know, people that are affiliated with us would be like, oh, if you want to experience what Nigeria can be like, go with Pelumi or go to Daniel's house. Like Daniel has a place in Ikoyi that you might want to. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing, because it exists. It exists, and I just think it's important for people to understand that there is a side of Nigeria.
The truth is, the struggle side has been projected so much more in the West is not the, if you want to say average, it's not the really average story of Africa or Nigeria. We've spoken to some people. There are also young ladies that are in the university. They don't have that escapist mentality because they've lived well.
Oh, yeah.
Even in Nigeria. Yeah. Most of the views I believe you guys currently have is what the West has fed you. And it's not actually because they are not stories told by Africans themselves.
Like I said, I desire those. Like I wanted to be on a Okada. Like I wanted that. I think that is the realness of. I think going to a place. I think having a very sheltered experience. It doesn't give you the true richness of the land that you are entering, and it doesn't allow you to have that cultural that cultural tie to it. So I wanted to be on an Okada, or like I wanted to go. There's late times I went by myself to late night to go and get suya from the huts itself. When the suya they're selling on the stick for 1K, like I was very much like I went to the bank. I went to go and get like I wanted to as much as possible, and I guess the safest way possible, but still like trying to be a Nigerian, which I am. So I think having both sides, I think is very important, and I think it's something that we try. Like as friends, we've spoken about like wanting to go back for holidays now. Like that's a holiday destination we'd want to go back to.
Really,
and
Nigeria.
We've spoken about it, and we've had like friends who they go quite regularly. So we know that we have someone on ground, that they have cousins that they can show like come by, like they can just help us with different things and show us different things to do. So like we're very much open to it. I think it's just the barrier of entry it can be quite high when we're living in the UK and our friends are good, they go for holiday. So I think the aim is to make friends with
locals,
actual people, the residents that actually live in Nigeria. But I guess it's bit
I think that's when your
so,
experiences will be rich.
Or even going beyond like festive season, so like not going in December. So I've heard also like April is a good time that people go, or like even summer, just anywhere, like Easter times, or just any time that's not necessarily like just for the diasporas, where you know that not even Nigerians are going now. Like Americans are going to, like people from different African countries are coming to Nigeria now for Dirty December. So,
Absolutely.
We had somebody on the pod. I don't know whether we've watched that episode. Ile, that is, you know, what she's now doing is she's run a pilot, and she's going to. And it would be nice if you can put the thumbnail of that episode up for anybody that is interested. What she's doing now is she's taking people from here to Nigeria on 30 December. Just that.
So, you know, there's like curated travel,
like
groups where like strangers can like say, okay, I pay I don't know, £500 or whatever, and we go to whatever with a group of strangers, and they'll organize the itinerary. So you know they do this for all these like European countries or whatever else, but she's doing it for she's doing it for Lagos this year. Which is really great. And she said that a lot of Americans in particular have subscribed to it because of the whole identity thing.
Not even Africans. I mean, African Americans.
That makes sense. I think
they just want to go. It will be nice for those that are interested in that kind of thing.
Because that will help
going
you
as a
meet
group,
people.
I think, will also help you visit places.
And also help you know just an itinerary, like know where what's on, like the kind of things. Because I think she's like doing different things like networking events, like stuff
with
like
the locals
that. It's really cool. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you guys a question before we like start to wrap up. Would you guys have a traditional wedding?
I would say, I've thought about this. I would say yes.
He's rapping already.
No, but you know what it is?
What?
They're going.
No, it kind of just depends on how much we're talking. Because some people, they'll go here, go to Nigeria to do some part, they'll do engagement, they'll do...
Okay,
all
let
the
me
days,
ask
so
you
it's
this.
like
Would you have a traditional wedding if you could only pick one between a trad and a white? Daniel said, pain. The look on his face, he said, don't do this to me, man.
All the Nigerians watching home, I think I'm going to have to say white.
Really?
If I had to pick...
Well, maybe before you even go that far with Daniel especially,
Okay.
I'm going to ask this question. Do you
Okay.
still identify as a Nigerian?
100% I do.
100%
Oh,
good.
gosh.
Yeah. Because that's, it's not by choice now. You know.
Of course I do.
So people, we don't
But it's so funny. I feel like when I'm here, they see me as a Nigerian. When I'm there, they see me as Oyibo.
Oh, that happens.
That's
to
the
all.
thing.
I think that
Nigerian
happens.
enough.
I think that happens to all diasporans everywhere.
Yeah.
So if I had that choice, I think I would do a traditional.
You would choose a trad over a white.
Yeah, only because
Interesting.
for me, the white isn't. I'd rather just go to the registry and take a picture and then.
Interesting.
I think because with the traditional, it's a more of a celebration. Like you get the
And
live
very
bands.
inclusive.
Like it's you dress up in your your
traditional,
Agbada. I think I just enjoyed the aesthetic of it and the
And the
grandeur of
culturalness.
it more. Yeah, and I guess the cultural tie.
He
with
doesn't.
white
It's not the
wedding.
culture.
I think
He
'cause-
didn't say the culture intentionally. He just liked the way it looks.
No, like the
likes the
cultural
aesthetic.
tie. I have a closer identification with that more than like white wedding. I think the white weddings for me now is more Christian white than it is British white wedding. Like it's not like there's no
That's quite interesting, 'cause
there's no tie I have to any white wedding. Like I would happily do a registry if I was
Because
to.
Daniel's the opposite.
I think for me, the only thing with white wedding is just the church. That's it. There's nothing more than that. But in my head, I've said, if I had to mash everything together in one day, church in the morning,
Some people do
African
that, yeah.
in the reception, but it's not even the white wedding just because of preference for that stuff. It's just the church part of it.
The religious.
That's it, really.
aspect.
I'll be honest. But if you ask me in terms of the celebration, then I'll.
But even the religious aspects, like
Yeah, because they do like the prayers. Like there's a lot more symbolic things that happen. Like the little
You just
things I
need to
know about
experience
the.
more,
there's a
yeah.
lot
I think I
more
haven't been to
traditional
enough.
things.
I haven't been to enough.
I haven't.
You need
to be
to.
fair. I
Yeah,
haven't
you need
either.
to.
I'm waiting
You
for my
need
friends
to.
to marry.
Amen. Back at you.
To be honest, you need to, because that's when you'll appreciate how rich it is. Yeah, that's how you.
no, it's good because I have seen quite a few people like maybe older millennials. Younger millennials, sorry, like older Gen Z, where they actually choose the trad. And like they've been brought up like in the West and they've chosen to just have a traditional wedding and then go to the registry. And it's just impressive because actually there are also some people on the other side that are like, the trad is my parents. And the dissociation from our culture can be really worrying me sometimes because I'm like, what hope is there for our children? And how long will our heritage last? It might die with us to a large degree in the West.
I
A
think.
lot of us can't even speak our languages.
Yeah, I think it's a scary thing. Like I was saying earlier, getting a secondhand experience. I feel like if my grandma didn't live in the home, it forced me to, even though not fluently, at least I could understand a lot more. But then as soon as she went, like it'll be going down. And I feel like I've always had a desire just to speak Yoruba more. I told to my dad and mum like, I'll speak in Yoruba, whatever. But then they'll just start speaking English after a while because I think they're too used to it. So.
But I'm happy and I'm impressed that we have some that I'm embracing,
Yeah,
you know,
we do.
that side more now. Because whether you like it or not, honestly, your heritage is extremely important, even for your identity. Your identity.
And your sense of self.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah.
And I would just encourage people to, especially the younger generation, to infuse themselves more into cultural activities so that they can understand and ask questions. Don't just watch and observe and be distant because it's foreign to you because of where you have lived or where you have been raised. Ask questions. Why are they doing what they're doing? And that's how you said something about, and it's interesting that it's somebody like you that will love this Maso Yimbo.
Yeah,
Maso
Yimbo. Yeah, I watched their stuff.
You know, for you to, even me, to be, you know. So, and that's part of it because I'm sure you will learn some things from that.
Yeah.
Before we actually wrap this up, because we said we are running this series for African diasporas to actually tap into, we want people that are not just in the diaspora, especially people that are in Africa, to have a peep into your living experience as African diasporans. As African, do I say British black boys?
Black British, yeah.
Black British. How would you, if you want to describe your experience to somebody that is African, how would you?
I think it was a lot of character building. I think growing up wasn't. I think now that we've settled into who we are, I think it's
You're settling.
or settling rather. But I think with the bulk of the hard, quote unquote hardship, I think we was younger. I think being
How do
like,
you
for
mean?
example, even like school system. Like my name is Pelumi, so
Okay.
I didn't use English names growing up. So I had remixes from the moment I was in nursery, and I was like there was times I would go to my parents. I said, "Are you sure you can't?" There isn't any. But I think I truly appreciate the fact that my parents, even though in the moment I didn't like it, but they were like, "No, because it's more than a name. Like it's also one. There's also meaning behind my name, but two, it also ties back to where I'm from." And I think having that growing up, it was like that was like, for example, a hardship growing up in terms of my name and people. But I think now that I'm quite like now, I even try to say like Pelumi rather than like my UK people would be like Pelumi.
Pelumi.
That's what we said.
That's normally what it is. Normally be like Pelumi. But
Pelumi.
I try to be like Pelumi now because like I think I now take pride in my culture, but I guess it wasn't always like that growing up as well. So and then naturally when you're also in an environment where you have other cultures too, so there's the British culture and then there's Black British where like we grew up with certain slang or like with certain code of conduct or how we move, your mannerisms, your behaviors, what you do and what you don't do. I think it's easy for that to take preeminence because that's the environment you're in naturally. So I think it wasn't for me until like mid-uni / leaving uni that I was like, cool, like let's go back to the drawing board. Like who am I? And I think that's when, who do I want to be? And I think going like my heritage, not just as a Black British boy, because I love it as a Black British boy, but I'm also, I don't know how many adjectives I can add. I'm a Black African British boy. Like that's and who I am, and I love both sides. So even though back home they might see me too British, you don't have a choice. Or even here they might see me too African, you don't have a choice either. This is who I am. So that's So I think I'm quite now.
To be honest, with that dual, what we like dual
citizenship.
Dual citizenship. It's just that many people are not looking at it. It's an advantage. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. You can have the best of the two worlds. You can have the best of, but not many people are looking at it that way. And I just pray that people will see it so that they don't box themselves into just one when you have so much you can take from the other side as well. So how about you, Daniel, your experience?
I think it's so interesting because I feel like my experience might be different to many other people's because in my house, I grew up, my grandma was pretty much there from as long as I can really remember. And even the environment I grew up in, my secondary school was like 69% ethnic minority. So with that was a very high percentage of like Black or whatever kids. And I think there was a period I feel like maybe like just before my years in school kind of where I feel like being African was a bit like not looked down upon.
Not
but
cool.
like,
Not cool.
It wasn't
Not cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Not
it wasn't.
cool.
That had to be Jamaican.
You know being Jamaican,
And
getting-
you're even
it was
like
a compliment.
clean.
Yeah.
So you
When
would have
we
to
say,
say,
"Oh, you look
You
Jamaican,"
have the
Enjoyed that was
privilege.
his peak period. That was it's him and Chris Brown together. That was a peak period. They loved them. We had hard times. They turned off the light. They said, "Where's Pelumi going?" Hey, oh,
But in my kind of school, that could never happen
Yeah.
because the majority of people were like, even in my school, the leadership team, like, I think the head teacher was white. Everybody else was either black or married to black. Like, it was like that. So I feel like coming in that period, I feel like, and being kind of like made me feel like everyone else is dark. So it's weird. I feel like I wanted to cling more to actually being Nigerian than anything else. So that's why like people are like, oh my God, you can speak Yoruba well, I guess, compared to like other people. So for me, it was like, I wanted to cling more to that side. So even like at school, Daniel, at home, Shino. So I guess for me, it's I think now experiencing more of what Nigeria itself is actually like, because those are the times I've been to Owo, which is a part, but it's one bit. But I haven't spent enough time in Lagos and some other places. So I feel like, as I said, if I go again, I'm not going with my dad. I'm going with friends or going on my own. So
I
just
think
to
you guys are at the
experience it a
stage
lot
now
more.
where you're maybe old enough or have enough people with experience to do that.
Yeah, and you would have better experiences because your
Maybe not
parents,
better,
I
but
think,
different.
well,
Let's not say better.
let's
Say
say
less
different.
sheltered, I think.
Yeah.
Less
I agree
sheltered.
with
Yeah,
that.
that's why
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
that's
General
the
apprehension
reason
from
you'll be able
parents
to.
when
Yeah,
their
yeah,
children are
100%.
out.
Because
like,
I think we are more like a I don't want to say traumatized generation, and we're kind of projecting that
100%.
trauma on you guys. We say, don't go to this place.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
do this
yeah,
place.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because of that, you guys are not having as, much great
But
experiences.
you'll be surprised because I think growing up as Black British boys, I think we also grew up knowing how to be street smart.
Yeah.
But
I
that
don't
was
know
a
if that's-
big
I don't know
part.
if that's
Obviously, it's not the same.
for everyone, though.
Okay, but as in us,
Yeah,
we can only
100%.
speak for ourselves. So I guess us going to those environments, we know that we're not. There's no flashy. Like we know better.
you
Are you
can't
sure?
see. 100%.
Like, at least
Really?
us two.
100%.
At least I can say
100%.
not everyone knows, but we know better. So I think that's what I'm saying. Is the wealth of experience of having the dual side of both
100%.
British and Nigeria. Like it definitely helps and translates into different environments. Like I think we can easily code switch. Like, you hear British accent now, but can switch it up if you want. Yeah.
So do you guys have plans for Dirty December? Okay, I'm glad the two of you looked at each other because there must be something.
No, not this. We wanted to, but unfortunately, our friends are not the most reliable.
They're not having it. So
Yeah, that's not. So we have to go again next year. So yeah, but I think-
2026.
yeah,
2026.
but the plan is to be in Nigeria
Yeah,
next year. So, yeah.
Okay, I'll be saving my coin from now.
Because the airpiece, even airpiece that's normally meant to be most affordable, the prices right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can't lie. Let the service just correspond.
God help us.
Anyways, I think that brings us nicely to an end. We just
Yes.
give this airline free promo. So you,
Yes.
if you know,
I sponsor them. all.
thank you, thank you.
And
Yes.
me,
That would be what?
I take first class seat. Part of the day in the life. We just give me the earpiece to Hotel Dollar's house and
okay,
Wow.
now can you imagine? Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
boy.
or
Truly, this boy is a
Dangote.
wolf.
I don't. Hey,
Thank
whichever.
you. Stop. Honestly, full
Whichever
circle.
of them.
Daniel said Owo to start.
Yeah.
We are ending on the note of
Yeah.
Pelumi and Owo 5 and 6. Truly.
That was important.
Okay,
Where's
whatever. Beautiful, honestly. Can you see? Can you actually see? Listen, you people, I feel like leave a comment because Daniel was just accurate. He just foreshadowed the whole episode.
I came here to be myself. Some people they want to.
I'm
they
being
want to
myself.
They want to
They want
package
to-
themselves.
They want to be
No.
British.
No.
They can lie down and say, Daniel's such a good boy.
He's okay. He's jealous of me. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
And,
But,
yeah.
no, it's been good.
Is there
It's been
anything
great,
you
it's been
guys
good.
want to that you guys are
Plugging
plugging? Yeah, you want to
anything at all?
Is there anything?
No,
Anything yet?
mean that we are working on something behind closed
Yeah.
doors.
Ooh. Okay.
something to do. Like I said, we're chasing purpose now. So
What were you chasing before?
we've left things. So yeah, we're working on something together as a team.
Ooh.
And I felt like
Okay,
we went
now.
on a holiday together and. It It
Wow.
was
Yeah.
that holiday was.
And you guys are
it
going
was
to be
a-
like,
was
you
a
know, the
changing
Uber
point for
guys.
us.
You know, I think it was on holiday or something like that they met. The
Uber, the people that own
I
Uber.
think Uber, Uber or
Maybe
Paycheck,
we need more
yeah, something
holidays.
like
We need
that,
more holidays.
yeah.
Tap into that one.
Air, please be sponsoring. No more holidays.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing. We look forward to seeing what that is, and hopefully when it
Yes.
comes out or whatever, I don't know, whenever it comes out or whatever, then people can also be redirected to that. I know what it is by now. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been great, and
Yes.
thank you guys for coming.
Thank you
Really
for having us.
appreciate you. We hope that you guys have been entertained. I've learned something. If I don't know, from Daniel, maybe some Pelumi. And yeah, that you've subscribed. Please do turn on your notifications as well.
Yes.
If you're listening to us, please do follow us on the streaming platform that you're listening. Please give us a 5-star rating. Please follow our social media handles. And yeah, just let us know what you have thought about this episode. Yeah, we're really happy that you guys came. And
Thank you so much,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe we can have you back at some point. You know, who
why
knows?
not?
Who knows?
Why not?
Let's see what the people want. I was gonna say we usually cheers, but you guys,
Yeah.
you guys
We
don't
have
have anything to
something.
cheers
You have
us
your
with.
bottles.
But I don't want
Gosh.
to sponsor.
Okay,
exactly.
cool.
I won't give
We'll
them any
cheers,
promo.
we'll cheers to the Diaspora Diaries as best as we can. Cheers. Thank you guys so much. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.